Hi, Denise.
Hi.
Thanks for doing this, sharing what's happened in your life and how you've come along this journey of health. So, you want to just tell us what's brought you to where you are now and what has happened on your journey?
Okay. Well, it actually started back in 2004, and during that time, I was diagnosed with a lot of problems: diabetes, fibromyalgia, sleep apnea, neuropathy. I had a lot of pain issues. I was on a lot of medication. The doctors wanted me to lose weight and eat healthier, and you'd think that would be enough to make a difference, but so I listened to the doctor and I started researching gastric bypass options. And before I ever started 1 minute of research on that, I prayed and said, Lord, if this is your will, I want you to make a clear path, and if it's not, show me, and I won't do it. So I did all the research, I went through all the classes, and when it came time for me, I had a date scheduled, and God said no. And I said, okay. So then we moved on, and I did first place. I did a whole bunch of other programs. Anytime somebody was doing a program for weight loss, either through church or through work, I joined, did it, and I would lose a few pounds here, a few pounds there. I would make changes that were very temporary. And last year, just to make a long story short, last year I was in a program that really helped me focus on the Lord and brought Him into the equation of my need to lose weight, my need to get healthy, not just to lose the weight, but so that I could be healthier. And I was pretty successful with that. I lost 51 pounds, and then I found I had another problem that needed to be addressed, and that was my self-esteem. I was, a lot of people know that I used to be very in my shell, kind of. Took a long time for me to even interact and be friendly at church or even, talk to people. So, obviously, when I started losing weight, I got a lot of attention, and that kind of pushed me away. It was like, whoa, I don't want to be in the spotlight, and I didn't feel comfortable being in the spotlight. I didn't like it. So I ended up falling off of that, and I ended up gaining almost all the weight I lost back over the course of like 6 or 7 months. So during that time, I was really struggling. I really felt like I really failed God. And I was actually, just this past September, I sat in front of a dear sister and said, I'm going to hell. And she said, what? And proceeded to tell me to pull my Bible out of my bag and show me in the Word that was a lie I was believing, that, God loved me regardless. And so that started the Lord really working on me in terms of what needed to happen. And I found out that I had a lot of emotional baggage that I needed to get rid of. And it's not all gone, but I am working through it, and it's been a process. So
What have you been doing lately?
Well, the beginning of the same friend that assured me I was okay, and that I loved the Lord still, and that wasn't going to stop me from being a Christian or anything. I was like asking her, what should I do? Should I go back to this program, that program, whatever? And she said to me, she says, why do you need another program? And I said, I don't know. And I guess because I thought, what, everybody has programs. You follow a program, you succeed, you get, whatever. And so I had to really think about that. Well, then in January, this book came out called Made to Crave by Lisa Chalker.
Called Made to Crave?
Made to Crave.
Okay.
And I really thought, yeah, this sounds good, but what does this lady have to offer me? She probably only had to lose 25 pounds, so I didn't think that it would really affect me. But in the beginning of her book, she says, will you dare to believe that this time will be different? And that made sense to me because God was already bringing me to the point where He was showing me what He wanted me to do. I just needed to act on it. You know, because God can tell us what we need to do, but we have to submit and surrender. And if you don't surrender, you don't really get there. So we had the women's retreat, talked about surrender, and I thought, okay, Lord, you know, I hear you. And then I ended up doing that study, and the whole book wasn't about how to lose weight, it was finding your want to. And it was learning how to crave God instead of food. So it really changed my thought process, and and then I started praying, Lord, you know, I want to crave you more than food. And also in the process, he